of the largely successful company, the Virgin Group. In our last segment, we learned about his childhood and rise to power, the specific values he possesses, some of his motivation strategies, and how his ethics were reflected in his past behaviors. Now we want to take a look at how this leader acts through the company. And now back to 60 Minutes. We continue our closer look on Richard Branson, well-known owner of the largely successful company, the Virgin Group. In our last segment, we learned about his childhood and rise to power, the specific values he possesses, some of his motivation strategies, and how his ethics were reflected in his past behaviors. Now I want to take a look at how this leader acts through the company. We'll discuss the organizational culture he established with the Virgin Group, what decisions he recently made, where his power comes from and how he uses it, and lastly, how his company's performance has been. Our search to learn more will continue, but to relate to our younger viewers, 60 Minutes will be taking a different approach. See, the network said our ratings are down, said we shouldn't do lectures that'll make you frown. So instead we're going to rhyme our nouns with nouns. Drop so many beats it'll make you drown. See, I'm the rap king and I got a crown. But if I were a girl, I'd be wearing a gown. So let's get started and see why our leaders are renowned. No more talk, time to go around. Starting with Mike, we're going to see what the company's like. He's talking about culture and he's here like a vulture.
Refresh. It's a program installed by Branson where he makes sure his employees don't settle for the status quo and keep their skills sharp. He's looking out for his employees so that they could be the best at their job, which ultimately affects the relationship between his employees and his customers in a positive way. Branson recently decided that his employees get unlimited vacation time. He's putting trust into his employees that they take time off that they need and not abuse it. This shows that his company has attributes to the LMX theory and that everyone is in the in-group. He has relationships where he gives out more rewards and more attention. The culture at the Virgin Group and in each Virgin company is very people-oriented towards both employees and their clients. Their culture is definitely an adaptive culture because Branson initiates change to suit the needs and wants of both the customers and his employees, even if it is risk-taking.
I'm living in the 21st century, doing something clean, do it, leading it better than anyone you've ever seen, do it. Motivation from employees got a nice ring too. I guess every business leader needs his own team. Music, no one man should have all that power. The profits growing, I just count the dollars. If they keep going, I'm sharing all the power. These are the sources of power based on his rehearsal. Reward legitimate, rapper acts for interpersonal reward. Power is how they get what the target wants. Voted to praise and recognize how his employees fund. He holds the stars of the year dinner, repping all 31, calling them all winners. Next we're on to a power treatment, and it's legit. It's the right to influence based on a mutual agreement. X has his right, ignoring top management. He's the founder and middle chairman, here his own advocate. He says you can't get what other people think. Exercising power, act decisively. It's the missing link. Now he's all about the expert power, making tough decisions every minute, second, hour. Focusing on the sweet if the cinch goes sour. He'll listen to feedback, no matter who it's from. Write out personal letters. He ain't cold or numb. Screw business as usual. It's a book he wrote, seeing treating everyone better leads to financial growth. On the referent power and his attraction, the target admires him here for his every action. No wonder why he's just so charismatic. Being a likable guy is just so automatic. The process he uses influence tactics, inspirational appeals, fuels inspiring passion. He hires attitudes cause you can't train them. Positive and upbeat, no complaining, influencing others the same way others get to him. A man named Brett, the post-Virgin Australian, rejected by executives, but not Branson. Calling himself, but don't confuse me with the fast man. Swaying away from pure rational persuasion, Brett's passion passion and vision led him to his vocation. Branson also values consultation, a team of problem solvers having conversation. A quote from him: there's no quick and easy solution except to start reaching out to get things moving. Asking his mother Eve early on for her attribution.
21st century
Businessman. Should have all that power. The profits growing, I'm just count the dollars. If they keep going, I'm sharing all the power.
Branson's power is very effective. He's a well-respected man in the world of business, and he still holds much power. Although he doesn't use all the influence explicitly, he does understand them and can bring them out if need be. The beauty of Branson is that when placing his employees, he specifically seeks jobs that allow them to develop at the most efficient level. His employees value him for his open mind, and in turn, he allows them to hold careers with high autonomy, freedom, support, and a highly flexible regimen on everything except for quality. The power of influence that Branson embodies is so high because he is such a transformational leader that his employees continue to aspire and develop more and more every day. Branson takes full advantage of his power. He uses financial power to commit $3 billion to reduce global warming. He even started a charity called the Student Valley Center when he was only 17. The social power that runs throughout the veins of his company and other endeavors are constantly seen, with motivation and group relations being the foundation of building his successful brand. Although Branson is adventurous, he is still a mature adult who controls himself and his actions most of the time. When it comes to the organizational politics, they do seem encouraged within the company. Branson is very keen on empowering employees to be valuable decision makers. I would definitely call them at point E of the empowerment grid under self-managed. Branson says that a micromanaged team is counterproductive and discourages employees to take initiative at work and work that extra hour if need be. A quote: "My decision to give them autonomy and encourage them to take risks has allowed us to grow while keeping costs down." Now, in the sense of organizational politics, he does believe in doing all one can to achieve a goal, but this is not due to the usual conditions of autocratic decision-making and unclear goals. It is more about the empowered employees using themselves and others as assets to achieve the group and individual goals. The political skill that his employees must have are just as prevalent in himself, being able to interact, influence, and be sincere. Employees who show genuine enthusiasm and character and foster personal interest in clients give them the edge. Branson says to realize that the employees are the business, and they are the ones that separate themselves from the competition. A friendly and proactive team can often win people around, averting a potential disaster or even turning to your benefit.